The following feature is rated SM for spiritual maturity and is not intended for the immature who wishes to remain as such. The views expressed are not necessarily those of our sponsors, as they sometimes could care less about what the host is saying, but is more concerned about having their product on a popular show. Warning: small minds, listen at your own risk, as this content is extremely overwhelming and may do further damage to those minds closed off to objective reality. Approach with an open mind, as the heavy nature of the content will lick your chip.
In the meantime, 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 in between time, in the meantime, in the meantime, in between time.
Welcome to another bonus episode of In the Meantime. Yeah, man, that one here bonus episode 114 part 3. Do remember to like, share, and subscribe. As a matter of fact, do it now before we get into it. Can't so I never tell you to join the channel so you can listen to the upcoming Stir It Up and much more exclusive content. Alright, I'm still up on the topic where I not only ask people of great influence to see how them live in contradiction to where them think them believe and preach, but also them followers. And that I go on, but we are going to jump in it after this.
In the meantime.
Gangsta is purple. I tell you family say that. When we say purple, we mean that.
As usual, this section of the program is brought to you by Vicebox Studios, the voice of a nation, and Madvert Multimedia. If it's not Madvert, it's not an advert. And also brought to you by Bunks About Kids Party Rentals. It's at Bunks About for the finest in all things related to kids parties, fun days, and other events. So when you look for customize an experience that your child or just regular patrons in general will never forget, don't just bunks go all about. Bunks About. It's at BUNX About for the finest in kids party rentals. Call them now at 876-404-1714. In the meantime, is also brought to you by Any IT Support. Any IT Support is a cyber condom to protect all your devices from any break-in or intrusion, aka hacking. Them they're the top of the apex when it comes on to computer server repair system maintenance and monitoring service, virus removal, security training, endpoint and network security, network design, implementation, and much more. Visit them website now at www.anyitsupport.com or call them at 309-340-1364. It is also brought to you by Dumpling House. If you're there at Atlanta on a Friday night, and you miss the original yard style cooking, don't worry man, call off the suicide life. Nice again, Dumpling House, just save your life. You can call them at 470-844-9393 anytime for place your order. And speaking of which, Dumpling House of Planet Earth always available on sale. I don't want to be too long, but me have to mention, yeah man, this section is also brought to you by Renaissance Immigration, the greatest thing in Canada when it comes to immigration. Just call Renaissance now at 437-703-1147-8 and the consultation, again, like me always say, is absolutely free. Anyway, don't mix them up with Louis Law. Yeah man, Louis Law is the American equivalent to Renaissance Immigration. So nobody start fretting if in America want a service similar to Renaissance Immigration. There is Louis Law Immigration, the greatest thing in America. And as I always say, all on the whole graveyard of immigration crosses, I run you down, don't worry about it. Louis Law Professional Association can put a stop to it. Them deal with everything related to citizenship, removal of conditions, waivers, deportation, and all matters related to immigration in America. Call them now, 954-530-1717.
Kalanga tell them say a rasta run the world, a curly locks around the world. You have to know that.
In the meantime, you've got a voice note.
Bless up voice box. My name is Desmond. People call me Desi. A Jamaican living in Philadelphia. Love the work you're doing. I would love your take on black people's economic state of affairs, where we are always at the bottom of the barrel and fight for scraps. I believe it's because we are racially disorganized and trying to spread our seed everywhere with every other race. I would love your views on interracial marriage, because my view is that this is one of our biggest issues because we're always behind. A black man should marry within his race. If marriage is an economic unification in a contract, How can we give so much to the white people who already take so much from we? And so much black women out there who not ever married cause no black man no want them. This is a sad state and we need to fix it. Respect, brother, respect, brother, respect, brother, respect, brother, respect, brother, respect.
Alright, remember to send a voice note question to the In the Meantime WhatsApp hotline, which is 876-285-9615. That's 876-285-9615. So there's the first more answer, respect for joining the channel. And you know, it's funny enough, brother, me choose the voice note here because your arguments sound very similar to the man who is ironically the In the Meantime topic at the moment. But I'm going to address the whole married white people something there further down. Alright, so I'm going to jump in at some feedback from the comment section, you know, from the last episode. Yeah, the last episode, bonus episode 14, part 2, where we discussed extensively how Andrew Tate is both the protagonist and the antagonist of a month story. How I really caused him in the situation where I'm in now, where him there in a Romanian jail, charged for human trafficking among other things. And of course the episode is not a celebration of his demise, but a deep, analytic, objective look at some serious mistake where humans often make when them get carried away by them ego. My intention for the episode is a deep hope. So not only the them, but even Andrew himself can learn from them type of mistake. I seriously wish them freedom. And in an Andrew case, me really and truly wish not only freedom from jail, but freedom from that seriously inflated ego there. So him can finally understand the talent we him have bigger than the ego when him think of as himself. And that him is just a vessel where this energy choose to express itself through. So the first feedback comment come from Super Dranger or Dranga. I won't pronounce that right. Well, if I pronounce it right or wrong, you can make a next comment on that episode there right now. I'll let me know about. Anyway, Dranga, I will choose to use that. Say boy, this was a solid program and it gave me a new perspective on the Tate situation. This wasn't Tate bashing as I expected. It was just information from a different angle. And the last thing said about the men doing for their kids hit hard. I hope you expand on that soon. Yeah man, I'm going to expand on that. Just keep reminding me, you know? Alright. The next feedback comment I come from Devon Lindsay. Yeah man, he must say, agree. It was a brilliant analysis. I even changed some of my perspectives on it. I think he's guilty of things, but not what they have him for. And the things that he may be guilty of are of no relevance to them. And of course, him say a whole lot more. It's a very long comment, so the item can check out that for himself in the comment section on the last episode. But that kind of sentiment is the overall sentiment we express, you know, in the comment section on the last episode. Alright, so I'm going to read one more. That one here come from Andrea Riley. Andrea say, you were doing well until you started playing the fake voice note that was created by an AI talking about beating the female as if he really done it. Just shows that even you make mistakes. Plus there was no context to that voice note. You didn't even have a female reply. Well, me don't get female reply. If no female never did ever reply, that don't make no sense, brother. Anyway, him continue to say, nobody is perfect. So I'm gonna take this mistake as an unintentional mistake. How that sound so? Like you're almighty and like bad things are gonna happen if I don't have a favorable opinion of you. I want to you. If a certain energy I hope to draw out of me and I'll get it. What you'll get, however, is compassion. Because your mind is in a very delicate condition. So I have to take time with it. I totally understand that. I can't understand something and vex with it. No, sir. If you pick me a 4-year-old and you're 40, you can make a 4-year-old think and feel. Matter when you know directly where the thoughts and the feeling of a 4-year-old are come from. You have to have compassion. Annoying, but you have to tolerate it. Andre, may welcome your comment, and here is why. You are the perfect lab rat or live example of everything we talk about in the episode. Because you're in such a hurry for answer, for defend where you want to be true. That you not even take time to realize. So the episode never did a say Tate guilty or in their jail for. Innocence and guilt, me not have all those details. The episode was about the facts of whether I'm guilty or I'm innocent. Him chat too fucking much. And him talk things where even if him fucking innocent, it can send him to prison. No Matrix no do that. Tate did that. Anybody who listen to that program a long time can really feel like me chide or go against people based on false. Advice to people who just are listening. So before you have certain opinion, go further. Go back and listen to all of the episode then. Before you have certain opinion, it's just stupid. You come in after the first season done, you come in a bonus episode enough. And just start have some opinion. I want to know really go at the first part if you know exactly what I say. So at the end of the world, if theater falls, like everybody else, you and everybody else always love point out. Nobody is perfect, but you don't fucking believe it. Else the question again is always, why the fuck it make us so angry when somebody point out false? Simply because you don't believe it. No matter how you talk and think you don't believe it, you don't. I see someone who say, oh, the man around the webcam thing again. Me I say regardless of intentions, no. Whatever my intention is, no. In past mistakes. And we all have those. Catch up with him. That's all me I say. Stupid shit when put on record because him ego make him say too much without think. Because according to him, him are the smartest person alive. And this meaning of him eyes, me and you, my friend Andre, a dummy. So you prove me right. Everything I'm saying in the episode, you prove me right, you know, brother. You and the few people we are taught the same set of things or similar things prove me exactly right. When you hear none of the part of me say the man deserve credit for stand up for your dying breed, you know. None of the part we are going to prove to you so me no mean no harm. When you just immediately calculate so me I try bring him down because me have a critique. So I'm going to lock on the part that I can prove say that me I do. And what you say brother? AI, artificial intelligence. And that them use me the audio when I play. Look how you embarrass yourself. Alright, see the artificial intelligence here. Okay, video, see it here. See the video clip there. Alright, and look on the screen.
I don't even have to fuck you. Forget the sex part. That's a distraction. My dick can stay in my pants. I'll just start beating the shit out of you. How about that? We walk in the bedroom. I start kicking your ass. No sex. No sex involved. But you cry then.
My critique come from disappointment. And it's only a desire for us to get back on track and actually use what God gave to God benefit and glory.
In the meantime.
Curly locks. Are you boss bush lad? Homage to you, madam. Backlocks come. Still I boom. Still I boom. Still I boom. Still I boom.
If in a 2023 there exists anybody at all we think them believes that nobody is perfect, and yet them still not comfortable with nobody where point out any kind of flaw or what them call imperfection, then you need some serious help. If you're not willing to put your opinion under scrutiny and welcome any disagreement because you take it as an opportunity to learn a different perspective or a different view or outlook, then he's not just a child, he's a special needs child. Me I go beg you now again. You see, before you come in sometime, watch the program from episode 1. Go way back. I don't see how much time I talk about the fucking idiot when I was. How I realize enough of the time I used to talk just for hear my own voice. I forgive myself still, you know, because at the time I'm ignorant. I never know say that me I do. Let's go back and listen and you see how freely me talk these things. But not do this again. And someone hear me do that regular and never complain. Since you don't rate me, why I never complain? Say me I try bring down Vice Box. Or me I hate Vice Box, aka myself. You think my criticism for Foot or Tate or Sizzler or anybody else I'm talk about? I come hate them? We still have them type of conversation in a 2020 blood clot tree for real? You think there's enough of what them talk now of undeniable truth in it? Where you can't refute or deny? No, me I say the talent to express these things will come from a divine consciousness can get to them head. And them start do these right things for the wrong reason. Enough time this threaten to get to my head too, you know. Me have to turn up vigilant, you know. Me have to turn up strong. If you not get swell-headed, you know. And carried away. That's why when you're somebody where you try to live right, it's always good to surround yourself with people who are going to remind you of who you is when you forget and lose your way. Because if and when you forget and lose your way. Because fuck what you think about AIDS and cancer. Being human are the greatest disease mankind suffer from. And a pretty something. A real leader can tolerate criticism because they know if you use it. So the question about what always bring we back as a people to square one, no matter what we try. No matter which leader come or which leader go, we just always seem to go around in a circle and end up back same place. Because we never left. That's why we keep end up back in the same place. We not left. We get all of the information in the world. and can't move because we approach to using the information wrong. And it makes some of the best of we become the worst. Because again, before we do the right things for the wrong reason. Now this week, I'm going to talk about another person who I respect and hold in high regards. But somebody who is another walking contradiction. Another foreign footer. Another person with great spiritual potential. Where ego blind enough to notice it. That brother I need no introduction, him name Umar Johnson. Alright, so Umar Johnson, for those who live under a rock and bathe under a tree, is a well-known Pan-Africanist, author, child psychologist, and hopefully soon to be principal of the FDMG, that a Frederick Douglass Marcus Garvey Academy. Where it is alleged him a bill from 2014 with money where him raised through donations from the black community who naturally start question why all now the school can't come. But before me dive in, I'm going to answer present question about what is my views on interracial marriage. I'm going to play a clip with Umar Johnson on the Breakfast Club. I express theme views first. And then me tell you what me think about those views.
Are you totally against interracial relationships?
I am totally against it, and I want to make sure you understand why. It's not because... Cut it out, Envy. Cut it out, Envy.
Don't do that, Envy. I'm going to be having a serious conversation.
We have a name for it.
We
have a name for it. The Snow Bunny Crisis.
Okay.
So if marriage is an economic unification in a contract, how can we, who don't have enough already, give so much to the white woman and to white people who have already taken too much when we got all these black women out here who will never get married? Only 1 out of every 4 black women in America will ever taste marriage, and half of them who taste marriage will be divorced within 5 years. If you want to save the black family, you have to protect it. And in order to protect it, you have to be against interracial marriage. You can't say, I love the black family, but I don't have a problem with interracial marriage. Interracial marriage is eliminating the black family because it is not providing our women with enough available and able black men to be their husbands.
In my view, me hear what I say from a surface level, but it's not that simple. You can't just stop at the black woman them in terms of them skin without consider the psychological manipulation will determine them characteristics or them ways. Matter of fact, now you same one just like Malcolm X been a preach how much decades ago. But the black woman will imitate white woman. And I blend out them here, burn it up with cream and the falsy eyelash. You seem to agree with Malcolm X a good portion, a good majority. Our black woman them last. I'm more than agree with that. But every problem is a man's problem. The little bit of woman with marriage material we left can't do for the amount of man we are going to need one for married. In order to have the stability where we are going to benefit the race. You can't just simply say married black woman when the situation not so black and white. Pun intended. So here we have a situation with two truth, two objective truth where one cancel out the other if the next one is to be true. Let me tell you what I mean. On one hand, if you agree with the Malcolm X version, where you preach all the while, so majority of the black women them psychologically damaged, then the objective truth now becomes that you can't marry a zombie and hope them no bite you. And them nature, regardless of what caused them to become a zombie. And on the next hand, it is true, so if you marry within the race, it is common sense for nation building. This is why other races so strong. That are true. But you have to consider black beyond skin. If psychologically most of them black women are white in terms of them interpretation of reality, in terms of how them consider standards for beauty. Plus don't forget the insecurity about them Africanness. We cause them for insecure about them very existence, them importance to existence. We make them overcompensate to get attention, and that make them become drama addict. We're not mature enough to deal with the kind of attitude where it go take not only to have, but to sustain a good marriage. Two people have to connect. Two people have to move in a one direction. A man can't make plans and she tear them down because she care more about what people think than where her family are going to reach. If the black man choose to marry one of them average black woman, then that's how the real problem start, brother. You know, see the result of that everywhere. And we think mostly cause the single parent home where raise the effeminate boys where you have your hand full of try to turn in a man. Yeah, make it look like black woman are just royal queen where we are ignore and choose white girl. Most of them spiritually degenerate and want fix, brother. On one hand, you agree with that, and on the next hand, you suggest things we contradict that. Nowadays, I'm mostly the love and hip-hop, loudmouth, non-feminine, magla, a black woman, yeah. I send black man go raid the slave master bedroom, quite literally. Being a man or a king come with great responsibility. And any woman him go have to go help him carry that. She have to carry him when him can't walk. Just like how him have to carry she. I mean, that's a white woman are the better alternative. Me I say you can't overlook the crisis of consciousness we are going with the black woman them. When you go suggest say them and them if you are married. Brother, if your statistics are true, and only 1 out of every 4 black women in America married them. And not because nobody no want them, and because most of them no qualify for be nobody wife. I wouldn't wicked to a dog so if you tell them so if you married them a woman. The majority of them women. We have to attempt from a structural level as a people to fix the crisis of consciousness first. And we have to own the structure we determine the rules of marriage. Because yes, you're right, marriage is an economic and political decision. That benefits who though? You are going to suggest marriage to broken people. And therefore divorce inevitable in our system where we no have no economic and political control over. So who the marriage and the breakup are benefit? It look like, you know, so the loan and payback with interest scheme where child support is, especially for the poorer class. It's an African or black self-determining government where can take the money where it earn from divorce and go spend it back on programs where go help rewire the damaged black psyche so more of them can stay married. Yeah, so marriage like a just so. When the same white man system was set to if you can live good, I benefit the most when we divorce and then put the father on child support and take out back the government assistance where them did give the mother with interest out of it. Who them games the benefit? So much to consider when we make them broad brush statement, the brother. But we can't see enough of these details when we caught up in ourself or the idea of self. We main motivation to do nothing at all, including lead, is to get attention, to be the most important person in the room. And that's how we go blind. Alright, so back to the issue of Umar and the school, where it is said same collect, over 750,000 and all now bell can't ring. So donors and people in general start get antsy, which is natural. And I question the authenticity, I'm claim. Say school a bill. This clip I may play and are these clips, because of course me can't play the whole, the whole thing. Because it come off another show and me can't put a show up on a show. However, quick note, the clips I go play come from various parts of a particular part of the interview. Some of them join together. But I promise you, still follow the trajectory or direction of the original argument. So again, the one I know from one of the various interviews, where people ask Dr. Umar about the school. And the $750,000 question of where the money gone. Quick note, when I hear the host say the school bill for 6 years, because 2018, 2019, so the interview I do. So see it here, look on the screen.
Why is it taking so long to open this school? Like people feel like, and I'm not just going to say people feel, because I'm also going to share a story with you as well.
Yes, sir.
But people feel like, the time that 6 years is just a very long time to be raising money. You know what I mean? And to finally get the buildings that you ended up getting that are in disrepair and all of that. And I think it's the transparency that people are looking for. A lot of people are looking for you to be more transparent. And when they don't see this transparency, it makes them feel, skeptical.
Okay. Let me speak to some of that.
Yes, please.
Okay. Number one, I'm transparent with my donors. I'm transparent.
Now,
with my
I'm being told that they're, people say when your actual donors will ask certain things, they said you will true. Sometimes block them and all this type of stuff.
That is not true. Those are not donors. Those are haters. Haters don't donate. Donors don't hate. So my accountability is only to those who donate. I want to be very clear about that. It's only to those who donate. So people who ask random questions, they'll never get answers because you don't support this. It is that simple. Why the school ain't up yet? Because we're not raising enough money. But guess who don't have to ask those questions? The owner of Quaker Grits, because Negroes give them $11 million a year. Guess who don't have to ask that question? Nike and Air Jordan, because Negroes give them $4 billion, $2 billion a year. Malt liquor, $4 billion a year. Weave, perm, and beauty products, $30 billion a year. Fast food, $1 billion a year. They don't have to ask the Europeans and the Jews and the Chinese and the Arabs. They don't have to ask how long it's going to take them to get that Negro money. We give it freely.
All right, in another interview, there are many other interviews. Him always say, boy, you know, you take money for build a school. It costs a lot, you know, for upkeep and just to manage a project of that size. I mean, I agree, that comes with a whole heap of expense. So me not knock him for delay because me personally know how some unforeseen events, you know, where you never plan for can drop in sometime. Me know that good. You know that too. Enough things how we not plan for to have certain things. And Umar, you're right, yeah man. You're right, so them enough, you know, them never question Nike or the liquor store them and them thing there, but you have to remember so that because when them pay, them get what them pay for. But if them pay or want pay for the school and not see it, then either them will question where the money go or wait gone. Come on, brother. You were so sensible. I go tell me so the reason you not answer question about where the money go. Or because you only talk to people who donate. Then suppose a man or a woman want to donate. Then you have to go transparent in order to encourage them to donate, brother. All right, me go play the clip with the host that tell him the story where I'm saying that I go tell him.
Okay, here's where I share a little story, brother Umar. So it just so happens that my wife's family has a lot of educators in it. Her sister is a principal of a school right now. Her mother was a teacher, and her father was and is a principal who actually ended up making his own school in East New York, Brooklyn. It's called the Trey Whitfield School. You can look it up.
So the long and short of what I say so is that my father-in-law start film school from 2 trailer back and do it little by using, you know, donated second-hand decks and table and them thing there until it work. And then continue by saying, hear this now.
And it's a black school. They don't take no government grants or nothing like that. He does fundraisers and all this. You know, he knows some people in the sports industry and all, you know, because he used to play football back in the days.
What's the name of the school?
It's called the Trey Whitfield School. Now, I talked to him. He's willing to sit down with you and you know, give you any tips or anything like that of how he did it. You know what I mean, and how he continues to do it. Because this man, and he's been on CNBC, all kind of other stuff like that. But the thing is, you know, he doesn't even have the type of notoriety that you have. You know what I mean? And yeah, and this man was able to make it happen. Like, you know what I mean? Like this man was able to just put his thing, you know, into fruition, use his resources. So maybe we're feeling like, yo, you know, money is the answer for everything. But sometimes it's our resources. How about, yo, you know, could you donate your time or something to help, instead of the money to fix something? How about y'all come in and donate your time to help build up the school or something like that? You see, it's not always about money. It's about the people that you know. It's about a lot of different things. You know, okay. for $700,000, I feel like maybe we could have got a piece of land and just built from the ground up, and it could have been turned out cheaper. I don't know. We have to look into a lot of things, and this is a big undertaking that I feel like, you know, you might need some help with it, brother. What do you think?
Well, a couple things. I want to deal with your assumption that I might need some help.
Okay.
Most of my friends are educators. Most of my elders are educators and psychologists. That is my field. So it's kind of interesting when someone who's an expert in something, and I'm not speaking to you, I'm speaking to the detractors who say I can help him with that. This is
no, I think they're talking about the real estate part of it. Not you're an educator, but not a real estate guy. You see,
but we already have the real estate, so that's not even an issue.
Right, but did we choose the right real estate? Did we take the money and do the best fiduciary thing with the money?
Brother, I just told you.
The word is ego, ladies and gentlemen. Matter of fact, add the next one to it. Excess ego. I know it make almost all of them money have in common. It make them juvenile and childish and hyper defensive and reactive in them attitude, especially when you question them. And them never answer. The man simply suggests same family where build school already. Might can get Umar 2 tip and that's so the interview goes out. Watch this.
I don't know your brother's story, and I don't care to know it. I don't care to know it.
Why not, though? If it could be helpful to you, why wouldn't you care to know it if it could be helpful to you?
Brother, I have friends who own schools. Do you understand that? I have friends who own schools. So if I need to talk to someone who owns a school, I already got that. I got what I need. The only thing missing from my equation is enough funds to complete the task. That's it. That's it. That's it. That's it.
The man say, if I need to talk to someone, him give himself. That mean him not chat to nobody for about in like the whole 10 year with the school a bill. And it's worse because him admit same no people where him could have talked to, but him not do it. Every day we use words like we need to unite and black people to come together, but none of them things they're not so easy. Because we're stuck in a social model where we are egocentric interpretation of reality. A juvenile interpretation of the world. Where everything what we believe force us to stay immature and fight against anyone or anything. We ask us to visit the possibility so we can run. And if you don't believe that, then tell me who resort to name calling and insult when them can't answer question. Not juvenile, not pick me. Why you think most people draw for the haters line when them run out of idea? Are the same pattern with the followers. I've not just Foot Een and Tate, but almost anybody. When the person represents something where them want to be true, and somebody question it, and them can answer it, the first thing will come, why you hate? Why you hate, y'all haters? Yes, you have some people question things out of hate, but most time people use the hate card to stop you from question them, or to stop people from question something with them want to be true. And them in every comment section I say nobody's perfect, you know. Me no see way to take off a Umar to answer the question about the money, unless him have something to hide. Stop and think about it. If me I go ask a question and your answer is anger, it tell me so you don't have no answer. Because if you did have one, then you'd give me it. You'd simply just give me the answer. And again, me not say the school not go ever bill, but if people see a bill over a decade, and then see people in a history bill country quicker than that, where them I go think? When remember on the last episode, I said people now look for truth, them look for anything. We line up with where them want to be true. And then we ignore the obvious truth where they right in front of them. And I use the example, the Tyree Nichols example where the police them, the 5 black police killed the brother in a Tennessee. And I show the white now have the same energy as George Floyd. Yeah, when they kill George Floyd. And I show this because they don't really want to be forced to examine the human aspect of it. Because if them come to terms with the reality, say the evils of the world is not black versus white, then them have to go come to terms with the reality, say them have a hand in them own problem and them own issue. So them have to always find a way to reinvent the narrative where them want to be true. Me I say there's no racism? No. Me I say there's no wickedness from the part of the white infrastructure? No. Me I say we love use that as an excuse to keep failing, simply because most are afraid to try. Them know say look away, you know. And we have to have a protest, you know. So what them do? Them have to change the narrative of what caused this whole thing. So we mostly are here now. Boy, right now, are the fastest me ever see them charge some police. You notice when them white it take how long? Which is 100% true. This is true. Are the fastest them ever charge somebody. But you know what else is also true? This proved to me. And oh no, like me said last week, you can't know when somebody hide, even behind the truth. Just because them attack truth no means that them have good intention, you know. Some people exploit truth for them own benefit. Just like how Umar in another video can come and say, boy, they want to spend how much trillion per round and never did a complain. When time when I buy Nike, when I buy this other brand when no black. That a true, you know. That a 100% true man attack, you know. But it is quite possible say I hide behind that truth there. And I use it to avoid answer the question about the school when possibly, you hear the word? Possibly. I scam people pan. So no because I chew no means to the person who I use it have good intention. So yes, I can chew. See, because the EMT and the ambulance, them arrive too late, make the man dead, and them do it for spite. Them come late for spite and make a man dead. Be a man, not possible. Because system wicked, but when most people are use them story have to do, is to bring it right back round to where them want to be true. Because they know on the responsibility will come with managing the war against self, for self, when it come to being human. Most of we don't want to see the problem as a human problem, because we forgot admit say we capable of this after any wickedness where people often do to we. So we prefer see it as only a white problem, no matter what obvious. We just want to be the good one, not everybody bad. And a ras for maintain the lie upon every level.
In the meantime.
Six the king of the purple nation. When we say purple, we mean that.
Alright, my books, Planet Hurt and The Road to Zion, is available on Amazon.com. So get Planet Hurt in all forms on Amazon now. Yeah, man, I'm say all forms we talk about audiobook. It's on Audible, iTunes, and not just about anyway audiobook sell. And the audio version of The Road to Zion so ready. You know, I mean, they have them knowing that ready. So, you know, get, you know, Planet Hurt locally at J.A. Deals, Constant Spring Road, you know, right across from the Transport Center. And check out them website, jadeals.com, for where them have them other locations where them also have the book on them. So, I'm going to know that J.A. Deals also ship internationally to the Caribbean, etc. I can also get Planet Hurt upstairs Island Grill, Twin Gates Plaza in a place named Cellular Repairs. And it also their selected location, a Kingston bookshop. And also if you're selected time, J.A. Deals, you know, them have a limited 10% discount on the book. So, you know, find out more about that in the description. I'm going to also pin a comment with various ways of you get your hand on Planet Earth. Do it now. This next section of In the Meantime is brought to you by Renaissance Immigration Services. As you know already, them deal with all things immigration in Canada. Your days of painting card green is over. Them fix the visa where you overstay because you're frightened and run off and know people that take advantage of you in every way, shape or form. And you work for less than where you worth. And you feel so there's no way out. Renaissance believes that as long as there was a way into your immigration problem, there's always a way out. Just call them now at 437-703-1147-8. And as usual, the consultation is absolutely free.
In the meantime.
In the meantime and in between time, what is coming is coming.
Yeah, you know. A true time reality and a dream time. Curly locks. In the meantime.
Alright, me I cut that episode there, you know too. Because attention span I get shorter and shorter and it long as it is already. So I really want the item for really retain what me I say. So I decide to now overdose. So the second half I go post in a few hours ready for premiere. You can check out that. Otherwise from that, give thanks for link up. Go on a bit.
Coming up on the second part of the episode.
You make them push a long stick when they sharpen up in your body. Then plant the stick in the ground with your on top of it. So your body weight carry you down slow panic till it comes to your head top or to your neck.
I heard you, albino. I'ma handle your ass tonight, pussy. Ain't you the same nigga who sold drugs to go to Kemet? You counterproductive, degenerate motherfucker?